You've put your blood, sweat, and tears into creating a storefront that lights you up, serves your clients well, and contributes significantly to the community you love. You are my hero, and I affectionately call you a rebel woman. Hey there, my name is Melissa Rose, a brick and mortar business owner with a handful of kiddos and a few passion projects that I head up like this one. I'm also your visibility coach and consultant for a service-based business like yours. I'm passionate about helping small business owners thrive in their community and become the only option in town for their industry. In this podcast, we're going to share the nitty-gritty of running a successful brick and mortar business by sharing stories, talking strategies, and learning practical tips to run a kick-ass business. Ready to be inspired, empowered, and equipped to create the small business of your dreams? Let's get real.
Good morning. Welcome to the Brick and Mortar Visibility Podcast, where we talk all things visibility. How are my rebel women and men, because I know you are out there, how are you doing? Happy Monday, or whenever you listen to this. I just got back from a stellar CEO weekend. All right. You have heard me talk about this if you've been part of the podcast family for a long time. I try to do a CEO getaway. I really try quarterly, guys. It's sometimes hard, but a CEO day. All right. I'm very intentional about doing those. And what a CEO day time is time for you to work on you. And sometimes it's not even business, but sometimes it is. Sometimes it's the things on the business list that just are never really urgent, but they have to get done. And blocking out that time, no phone, no appointments, no distraction, and dialing in for what will fuel you. And for me, I needed to get away. I needed some time to just breathe and get out of my circle. So I drove down to La Crosse area, which is on the western side of Wisconsin, for those of you that are not Midwest people. And it is the peak season for colors right now. It is gorgeous. The weather was amazing. The colors were stunning. I met up with a friend and we had the best time. And then I listened to a fabulous book on the way to and from as well, because it was a 2.5-hour drive. It was just amazing and so refueling and refreshing. And then you guys, what happens is that your brain is able to relax and you are able then to think a little bit more clearly, but then there's ideas that come that you're like, oh yeah, I could do that. Or you're more open to something that you may have been like, oh my gosh, that's more work. I can't even think about doing that. But then you kind of see the path. And there is nothing like getting lost on a car drive for me. And you're just driving and you just zone out. And I call that meditation. Like you just are watching the road and then all of a sudden you just are floating, right? You floating. And then 20 minutes goes by and you're like, oh my gosh, what just happened? I don't know where I was. And I love that. I love that. So between the drive, the colors, the time with my dear friend, it was an epic weekend. And I hope that you take the time to schedule that for you, because we need that. As business owners, we are doing a lot. And this season, man, with the economy, the inflation, the interest rates, the season, the goals, like wanting to reach the end of your goals, it's challenging. And I'm experiencing it in my business, and I'm talking to other business owners. Same thing. We're all feeling it. We're all feeling the squeeze, the pinch, and going, okay, what's going to happen? What's on the horizon? And just dialing in, right? We're working hard. This is what we do, but we got to work hard on taking care of us too. So I hope and pray that you are doing that for yourself. All right. Just if you are a reader, I listened to The 7 Wives of Evelyn Hugo. Oh my God. I loved that book. It's fiction, so this is how I have fun, you guys. Read fiction. Otherwise, it's always business. And it was so good. So if you have not read that book, go grab it. All right. I talk visibility on this podcast. We talk a lot about SEO. We talk a lot about marketing, digital marketing. We also talk about non-digital ways to market. So 2 episodes ago, we talked about offline strategies. And I want you to really, if you haven't listened to that, go back and listen, because every time I talk about those offline strategies, I get an idea for my business. I go, oh, we didn't do it there, or we could do that better, or what if we did this? And to be open to what could you do better, different, or improve, which is the same thing as better, or start in your business, okay? So offline is not like cutting edge. It is, okay? Don't think that it's not important, because it's so important. As local brick and mortars, it is so important, those offline strategies. And sometimes we get so caught up in the social and the digital that we feel that, we kind of poo-poo that like A-frame sign or the flags outside or the signage. And that's not, no, those are just as important. I am going to reference another book, Ed Milet's The Power of One More. Again, an excellent, excellent book. I loved it so much. And I listened to Ed's podcast, and his solo episodes are really good. And he recently said what you are experiencing right now is where you were at mentally 60 to 90 days ago. All right. So the efforts and mindset that you had 60 to 90 days ago are manifesting right now in your business, life, and work. So I'm like, yep, that's probably spot on for me. Yep. So when you think about where you are right now, what are you doing? How are you feeling? What are you loving? It's going to take some time to manifest through the doors of your business. All right. But that is such a true fact and was really eye-opening for me. So I want you to acknowledge that as we talk about these visibility strategies. Before we launch into today's podcast of the U strategy, I do want to tell you your PSA, which is to go grab your most engaged, high-performing social post from the past week and bring it over to your Google business profile. Cut, copy, paste, bring over the picture or the graphic, bring over the copy, put the link if it's needed, and put it in your Google business profile. If you do not know what I'm talking about, you need to grab my Google business profile workshop. It is completely free. Go to MsMelissaRose.com/deals. It's linked here in the show notes. That will show you a page of buttons to choose from. You'll see Google Workshop. Grab it. It's completely free. It's about 35 minutes long. What this is, you guys, is it gives you exactly what you need to do, where to go, how to do it, how to navigate. I mean, I show you everything. And the reason I show you this, you guys, is because nobody's talking about it, and you need to do this. This is a foundational thing in your business. Whether you have just an online store or you work out of your home or you have a brick and mortar, everybody needs to have a Google business profile, and you need to optimize it, and so many of you don't. So do this, because this is the foundation of being found on Google. And let's be real, over 90%, I think it's 92% of people research or look for your service via Google, and you want to be shown. You want to be shown within the first page, all right? So this is an easy way to do it, and I have the workshop there for you free, so please go grab it. Okay, all right. This U strategy, YOU, is taken from my other workshop. So if you want to just get the workshop of the 3 visibility strategies you must need in your business, they are offline, online, and YOU. I talk about these in the workshop. Again, it's like another 35 to 40-minute workshop, and I go through all of it. Now, the reason I am breaking it down here on the podcast is obviously so that you can listen to it in 20-minute increments. But whatever you do in your business, you guys, nothing works without consistency. So many of us are hard on ourselves. Oh, I need to be on here, and I need to be on doing this, and I should do this, and I should do that. And then you try to do it all, and it just doesn't work. And it doesn't work because you're not doing it consistently. And that is why it doesn't work. Or you're trying to do something that you don't like. I'm going to give you a very real example. So for those of you that don't know, I have a dance studio. I've had it for 15 years. And I am not really on TikTok. I have an account. We post very, very sporadically, okay? TikTok is the top place right now, okay? TikTok. I hate it. I don't like it. It's not my favorite, okay? So therefore, I don't like doing it. And therefore, it doesn't get done consistently, all right? And I have tried to outsource it, and again, it's not being done consistently. So what I do consistently is my blog, SEO, and I also do Facebook and Instagram. Okay. TikTok is, if I remember to download the Instagram reel, I'll put it up to TikTok. Okay. I don't love it. Okay. Because I get distracted. I don't like what shows. It's not my favorite. So therefore it's not done consistently. And that's what I want you guys to really get the message. Whatever you do consistently, or what you like, is going to be done consistently. That's what I want to say. What you like is going to be done consistently. So when you go through this workshop or listen here on the podcast, you're going to get all these ideas. Some of them are going to be like a hard hell no. And some of them are going to be like, you know what? I used to do that and I don't do that anymore. And why not? Because life happened. Business got busy. Oh, that's what happens, y'all, is that you'll do this stuff and you'll do the stuff you like. And then, oh my gosh, business starts coming in the door. And then you get so busy, you stop doing that activity that you enjoyed doing. And then 60 to 90 days later, now you're scrounging for work again. All right. So just like Ed Milet says, in the 60 to 90 days later, you manifest what you are doing. It's so true. Okay. So take that for what it's worth, and we are going to dive in to the YOU strategy of visibility. All right, here we go. The first one, coffee connections. Okay, coffee dates. All right, super easy, and I love them. I think they are one of my favorite things to do because I do way better one-on-one. I was never the girl with a harem of girlfriends. I always am a walk and talk girl or a coffee girl. And I've been that way since I was in high school, like just a couple friends, but always usually one-on-one with people. And that's the way I am with business. And when I do those coffee connections, those one-on-ones, I get to know that person. And we know that great relationships build your business. Great relationships build your business. So how are you creating those great relationships? For me, coffee connections are one of the best, or walk and talks. I love going for a walk, and I'm in the health and wellness industry. So a lot of people that I get together, I'll be like, you want to do coffee or go for a walk? They're like, oh my gosh, walk, let's do it. And those are just awesome and great. So I like them because it's like 45 minutes. You get to learn about the person. Honestly, some of the best walk and talks, we don't even talk business. We just talk about life. We talk about kids. We talk about what they're doing. Yes, a little bit in business, but what they're looking forward to, the vacation they went on, whatever. And that just grows the relationship deeper. And like I preface, like you do one a week, just one a week, and you will see your business grow. You will see your business grow, but you have to be consistent. It has to be a system. And for mine, it is a system. I have a scheduling system. I prioritize them on my calendar. It is gold for my business. All right. Another one, networking groups. These are usually weekly or monthly they can be, and they are a great place to get in front of a lot of people at the same time. They are not my favorite, but that doesn't mean anything. You may love them because it's a great use of your time. It's getting in front of a group of people who know about your business. It's very intentional that you're talking about your needs and wants in your business or what you're looking for in your business. But they can be very rigid, like a BNI, or they can be a little bit more free flow. And they can be paid or not paid, but they are valuable. And I belong to one in the Stillwater community, and it's a women's networking group. We meet once a month, and it's spectacular. I love it. I never want to miss. So therefore, it's working for me, okay? I have met so many people, and so many people have supported my business and vice versa, and it is a great thing for me. So you have to find one that works for you and commit to it and go, nope, this is my thing and this is what I'm doing. All right. Another way to get visibility for your brand, for your business, is volunteering. Now, I enjoy this. I don't mind doing this at all because I get to connect with people in the community. And for those of you that don't know, I have a dance studio. So my people are young families, okay, or people who are retired. All right. So I am hanging out. And it's a little easy. I think I have it a little easier because I have 5 kids. So let's just say 5 kids, sports, activities, school. You have a lot of opportunities to volunteer. Okay. And I happily volunteer because I know I'm getting in front of different people, getting to know more people in the community. And I always, always wear something that is branded. All right. I usually have my ball cap on. And that is a subliminal message of, oh yeah, she's the owner of the dancing house. Oh yeah, that's Melissa. Oh yeah, it's all subliminal. All right. We may never talk business, but they see the hat. All right. And I enjoy it. So that's something I do. Is it consistent? Like every week I'm volunteering, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. But you guarantee if the hockey sign up form comes up, I'm finding a place where I can volunteer, whether it's sports, whether it's a community thing. I'm always trying to give back, and then it's just more visibility for my brand. Okay. Another thing you can do for a you strategy are participating in events in the community. So similar but different. We did parades. We do like the library is going to have a trick or treat trail this weekend. Being part of that. So what events are you representing your brand to be part of? Okay. They can be paid, they cannot be paid. It doesn't matter. It's just another you strategy. You physically have to be there. You physically have to be showing up. Yes, you could outsource that to some team members. The parades were super fun for us because it got our students involved. A lot of people in the community, like you're just seeing everybody in the community come together. So be part of that. Can you plan on doing that every year? Can you plan on doing one a quarter? What can you do? Maybe you create a community event. And this leads into my other one. Are you doing an open house or a client appreciation? Some way, somehow. All right. I would love to know, do you acknowledge your business as a birthday or an anniversary? For example, I have been in business 15 years. So is that my 15th year anniversary or is it my birthday? I don't know. What do you guys say? I always wonder. So we are celebrating our 15th year in business, and this has been talked about all year. We are going to have a big party in May, and it's a big deal. So we're doing little things throughout the year, but what could you do? Do you do that every year? And it can be super simple and small, like coffee and bagels. Come and say hi, and maybe you have some raffles for something, a service or whatever. Or you can go big. You can have crazy, big stuff happen. But I do think it's very important to take that time to recognize your achievement as a business owner, and then say thank you to your clients. So an open house is a great event that you should do. All right. Another thing that you can do to grow your visibility is conferences or coaching programs or memberships. This knocks out two things: education, research, and connections. I love learning. I am all about reading and podcasts, listening to all the podcasts. But there's something to say about being part of a coaching program, a membership, and or going to conferences. It is next level, all right? And those people going there are next level as well. They're there to invest in themselves and to take advantage in the best way possible of the room. And so if you are part of a program, a coaching program, a membership, or a conference, I want you to be super intentional about connection. Who can you connect with? Is it the person sitting next to you? Is it the person who's in the same industry if it's like an online program? I had the best advice given to me when I was in a group coaching program, and I knew I would not be re-enrolling. Somebody said, Melissa, you have 60 days left. I would be scheduling one-on-ones with every single person in the group. And I was like, oh, she is so right. Because just learning about what the other person really is about, who they do, what they do, who they serve, and doing that for me, through a one-on-one virtual coffee, you're just growing your network, because let's be real. Who knows what you're going to be doing 5 years from now? 5 years ago, I didn't even have the podcast. 4 years ago, I was doing business coaching. Now I'm a marketing agency. So my business has evolved. Now, who knows what 5 years from now will be, all right? But to build those connections and relationships because you just don't know what life will bring. So really take the time. Maybe you're in a coaching program right now, but you really haven't taken the initiative of setting up those virtual coffees. Please do. Please do. It really, I love to say, Natalie Actal, I was part of her group. Your net worth is equivalent to your network. So really leaning in to your people that you know and that you don't know yet, and be super intentional about that. All right. So these are just a few YOU strategies. I'm sure you could think of more as you're listening. I want you to find one of these that feels good, that feels right for you so that you can do it consistently, because that is really what it's about. I want you to have an offline strategy. I want you to have an online strategy, and I want you to have a YOU strategy that you do consistently, and then ideally create a system around it so that it can be done consistently, and then amplify it by adding another one. All right. I am not going to ask you to do weekly coffees, go to 4 networking meetings a month, and volunteer at 8 events this month. Hell no. Who's got time for that? Nobody. And you wouldn't last 2 weeks. But if you like, for me, I'm in the season where my kids are in a lot of things. Volunteering makes sense for me. I'm going to the freaking event anyway with my kids. Why not work the concessions as well? Seriously, not a big deal. All right. Plus, it gets me in front of people. So I really want you, where are you in the season of life you're at? What feels good to you? And lean into that and do it really, really well. And get it systematized so that it's not a non-negotiable in your calendar, that this is what you do, and you show up and you bring the brand of your business into the community. All right? Because that's what you are. You are the lifeblood of your community. Your community is amazing because of you, because you are a business owner who took the risk to open up your shop, your store, your brick and mortar business. And you took that amazing risk and work your tail off to provide an amazing service or provide an amazing product for your community. You are my hero. And I say that with so much love and passion for you because I know how hard it is. I know that this is not an easy path, but I know that it is a calling for us. It is what we're meant to do. And I want you to thrive. I want your brick and mortar to thrive, not just succeed, thrive, so that you are giving back to the community. You are providing so well for your family, and you are living a life that you dreamt about and you believed in, and it's happening for you. Before I sign off, I just want to say I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for listening. If you got any value out of today's episode or past episodes and you've been listening for a while, please leave an honest rating and review on Apple iTunes. That really helps the algorithm to get this in front of more brick and mortar business owners who are doing great work in their community. Follow the show, click that follow button if you haven't been following. And I just want to say thank you so much. Screenshot this show if you loved it and share it out to your socials, tagging me, the Ms. Melissa Rose, and I will shout you out on the next podcast. All right, y'all. Thanks so much. Have a great week. We'll see you here same time, same place next week. Peace. Bye-bye.